The Brethren of Chaos podcast.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Brethren of Chaos podcast. I'm Callum, we've got Charles and Steve. Hope we're all okay.
As
All
per.
Good. We're having a little break this week, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we need it.
Yeah, we've had some heavy topics, and you know the way we like to do. If you've listened to the previous ones so far, everything likes to be pretty deep, pretty meaningful.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a little break. The three of us, we like films, don't we?
To some extent.
Big part of our lives. Yeah.
Oh, I could say so. Yeah.
Big part of growing up. Big part of general conversation between us in normal life, day-to-day life. So we're gonna have a little discussion, aren't we, about films? I know we've all got some questions to ask, some
pondering.
Yeah, and I don't know anyone else's questions, so there might be some overlaps, but
Yeah.
you know, we deal with it. We could drag pretty much anything out now.
Oh, 100%. Conversationalists.
Yeah, conversationalists. Right. Anything else we want to say before we start?
Find us on Spotify, Amazon, all these other places.
Plug it while you can.
Exactly.
Plug it in the middle.
We need to be dropping some plugs, yeah, because we are everywhere.
Oh, now we are.
Yeah.
If people do want to listen to that, we are literally on every podcast directory there is at the moment.
We are.
But how many platforms? Like 20 or something?
Oh, yeah, there's like 20 plus now.
Yeah.
And people will just be picking us up randomly now through our RSS feeds. So if you just search us up on Google, we're like the first thing that comes up, the Reverend of Chaos podcast.
Literally, we're at the top.
We are.
So that's good news.
Yeah.
That niche name, it's a good thing we changed it.
From the Satanists.
We still need some more content, though, for the social medias.
We do, yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Get some pictures, get some memes going.
Yeah, we are.
Meme ourselves.
Me myself.
Yeah. It's gonna. We'll get some heavy content on there soon. Just got to keep it going, haven't we? Keep pushing stuff out.
That's it. Yeah.
And also, if you have any topics that you'd like us to talk about,
Get in touch.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, we've got plenty, but obviously we're not just doing this for ourselves anymore, are we? We've got some listeners who
We're providing a service.
service.
we are.
Yeah, donate to our Patreon.
Yeah, we need to set that up as well.
Yeah. Right, who's gonna take us in?
We've got questions.
My questions?
Sure.
Go
Hit us with one, Steve. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't blow your load all at the beginning.
I'll try not to. So, I've got a good question here, okay. Top 3 worst films that people think are good.
Oh, man, that's such a difficult one that people think are good.
So
Overrated.
Yeah. I'll start what I think.
Yeah.
I'll start with one. I think Back to the Future.
Back to the Future? You crazy?
I think it's just like the cheesiest, naffest.
What?
Do you not think that's why it's a cult classic, though? I think that's what makes it a cult classic.
It's just, it's like you can tell it was filmed in a studio. It's like they didn't even try to make it authentic.
Authentic? Time travel.
Oh, man.
I think it's just way too, especially, I don't know, just everything. Like, even the way what's his name in it?
Marty.
Marty.
Mm.
Like
Marty
the
McFly.
way his acting is like atrocious.
I think he's a pretty bad actor anyway, to be
he
honest.
just bounces everywhere, doesn't he?
Well, he does
Well,
have
he
Parkinson's.
has Parkinson's. Steve is shocked right now.
I didn't even mean that.
He's just shaking about everywhere.
There's the clip, guys. There's the clip.
Should we just end the episode now?
Okay. Anyway. Okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think,
Sorry.
I think, I don't know. I think Spielberg himself is, they're a bit cheesy, aren't they?
Spielberg.
But then he's got some really good ones, like Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's a classic because that just... At the time when it came out...
what year was it?
80s, wasn't it? It was an 80s film, but I don't know what...
Mid-80s or something.
Mid-80s.
Yeah.
Again, I could search it up, but at the time it was revolutionary. Like, thinking about it, and still Steven Spielberg knows how to make like this a gargantuan type film.
a massive set.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He knows how to make a blockbuster
Yeah,
type
that's
film,
it.
and
An
it
epic.
is.
An epic.
It is like it takes you on a journey. That film, and I don't like it that much either. I don't think it's overrated.
No.
I think
You
the
can-
whole franchise is.
Yeah.
Oh God! Oh, don't get me
Well,
started.
so I've
on
not seen. I've only seen the first one, but you got to think of the things that have come out of that film as well. That's why it's a cult classic.
Wait, like what?
Like the
Max.
DeLorean and the hoverboards. And that's
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I
it's
suppose.
it's their
all the
folklore.
things.
What's them? The self-tying shoes.
Yes,
or whatever.
The Air Mags.
Yeah, the Air Mags.
Is
Yeah,
that what they are?
Yeah, they literally came out with a pair
yeah.
that actually do it, and they're like 20 grand.
What? See,
Yeah.
that's my point proven. there.
Yeah, point proven on that one.
No, see the DeLorean. Yeah, that's quite iconic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you heard the story about that? It was like how that was initially made.
No.
Like I think the story goes, it was an Irish guy who made it, and he used it to import loads of drugs into America or somewhere in the cars.
Yeah.
And he got arrested and done and everything. And them cars, like if you have a DeLorean or an American one or wherever it was imported, that was like high chance it was used to like import loads of drugs.
What?
And
Jesus.
that's like the rough outline of the story.
Yeah.
Mm.
So what is this? So overrated film. So your shout is Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
The whole franchise.
Definitely the whole franchise. Yeah. Oh,
Well, the first one
second
is the first one where he goes back to the future. No, back to the past, right?
Yeah, he goes back. Yeah, to the past.
Doesn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right, and then he goes
To the future.
to
In
the
the second
future,
one.
back
Yeah.
to the future.
Wait, so the title of the film basically sums up the sequel.
Yeah. Back to the Future.
Because in the first one, he doesn't go to the future, doesn't he?
No.
What's going on there?
Oh, we're poking holes in it here.
I can't remember. I've got a whole list, right, of films that I've watched since 2015 on my phone,
Yeah.
and I think I watched that early 2015. So it's been a while,
Mm.
but I just remember it not being like it not capturing me as much as people's, because people say like it is their favorite film.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a lot of people put it up there as like you said, like it's like an epic blockbuster.
Mm. I
it's just
think it sits comfortably in cult classic.
yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
I think it's more than cult classic personally.
Well, what's in between? So I'm thinking critically acclaimed is your top.
Yeah,
Epics are your top.
Epics.
Critically acclaimed,
Yeah.
and then what's in between critically acclaimed and cult classic?
Mm.
Maybe we
don't
lodge
know.
it in there somewhere.
I think
You
it
could
is
put
an
it
epic,
around there, yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Just by the amount, because every time you watch an 80s nostalgia esque like TV show or whatever, what's always referenced? It's Back to the Future,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
And like, just think you're a kid in the 80s,
Mm.
and you're like, I'm going to the cinema tonight watching Back to the Future. Fucking, they got this car that just flies, and this kid's like on a hoverboard. It's mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
See-
bet that was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like I bet if we asked our parents or whatever what they thought of it when they were watching it in the 80s, I bet they were like,
It blew their minds.
yeah.
It's all right.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what were you saying? What
I'm
one?
trying to think.
It's a difficult one, isn't it?
It is a tough one, a really tough one, because I like a lot of films, and I tend to only watch films that I like.
Oh, I get you. Don't consume the shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, what films do you think are just absolutely terrible?
Terrible film.
There's a few.
I can't think.
Human Centipede.
No, they're like obviously terrible films.
Which is quite good, actually.
No,
What about Star Wars? Where do you lie on
no,
that?
but that's my childhood. That,
Is it
yeah.
Star Wars?
I
Jedi's.
couldn't hate Star Wars.
Do you think that's a bit naff? No.
No, it is pretty enough.
Yeah. Oh no, I like Star Wars though. I think
Yeah.
it's I think that's an epic.
Yeah. Well, I had a question about like, what is the greatest like series of films?
Oh god.
Oh, what a series! Oh,
Should we answer
like a
that?
franchise.
Yeah, like a franchise of films.
Oh, that's a difficult one.
Going on from Star Wars, which is up there, like
Okay, Star Wars will be up there. Yeah.
yeah,
Back to the Future will not be up there.
no,
No.
not for you.
Not for me.
Yeah, but Star Wars is like so you've got the first. Well, it's so big now. Star Wars actually, I think it's come down.
Yeah.
I think if it was just the initial, like the 6 films,
it's diluted, isn't it?
it is. Yeah,
It's very diluted now.
it's broken.
Fractured.
Yeah,
I'm just lost as to these questions, because normally I'd have them all in my head,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I just don't.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to answer these. But it's
First ones comes
what
to
else have
mind.
we got? Indiana Jones. I was watching that the other day.
That's I feel like that's an example of Spielberg where it's naff, but it works.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think Harrison Ford carries it as well.
Oh, he's like fucking unreal acting, isn't he?
Absolutely.
I feel like he's exactly how he would be in real life.
Yeah,
If you went on like an adventure with Harrison Ford,
that's what it'd be like.
he'd be exactly.
It's like when he
like
crashed that plane. When he crashed his plane into a golf course.
Did he?
In LA?
Did he?
Yeah, that's like you can imagine him getting out with his Indiana Jones hat on.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
having like
God.
a quip, saying something cheesy line, a one-liner.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Indiana Jones definitely up there.
Mm.
That's class. That's like that's non-stop. All those films are non-stop.
Yeah.
From the second you start that film to the end,
The references are world class as well, aren't they?
100%. Yeah.
So difficult, that question. I'm just trying to think of franchises that I've watched that are so good.
Well, I think Mad Max, because you got the first one and
Yeah.
the second one, unbelievable. The third one is possibly the worst.
Like
film
the
I've ever
originals,
seen.
you mean? Like
Yeah.
The originals.
And
yeah.
then you've got the Tom Hardy one, which
Yeah.
is class.
It
So
is,
that's
yeah.
what's that? 3 out of the 4 are like epic
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
Well, that's a continuation, isn't it, as well? Like, that is a franchise, or is it a reboot, that one?
The fourth one,
Yeah, the Tom Hardy one.
I'm not too sure. I think it's very ambiguous where it lies in the
Yeah.
world
Mm.
of Mad Max.
What
Yeah.
about where do we stand on James Bond?
Oh no, I hate them.
What? Yeah, you
And
you
how
said
you-
before
how are you
that you
splitting
don't
them up,
like
though?
them, don't you?
With the actors.
Yeah, I think you
going
split them with the
act-
actors, don't you? I love that Daniel Craig's one's something
Oh.
about them.
Yeah, they're super.
Casino Royale.
Yeah.
I'd give that. That's fucking top draw film, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely, that is the best James Bond
Yeah,
film.
I'd say
Yeah.
it's the best.
Absolutely.
really good.
But the others, unfortunately, just don't hold up. Like, if we're talking Pierce Brosnan era,
Oh,
and
I
then
think-
we've got Bone
I think
before
they're
that.
naff. The
they're
Pierce Brosnan.
they aren't great.
No.
Wasn't it?
They're a bit what's it called? Far-fetched.
They are, yeah. Yeah, it all gets a bit weird, doesn't it? The further you go back, the weirder it gets.
Absolutely.
Like
Weirder it
Jaws with his metal teeth munching people.
Well, Goldfinger was great.
Yeah,
You know.
the Sean Connery ones are like, I'd say they're all right.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
superb, those.
But then he came back, didn't he?
He came
He
back
had
to do a
break.
couple.
He had a break and then he came back
Oh,
and he
yeah,
was like
yeah.
fat and bald.
Who was the
and
one who did there was someone who did he do one in the middle? I can't remember what his name was. I wanted to say George Harrison for some reason, but
George
obviously,
Harrison rocking go.
yeah, it's not. It's not George Harrison.
Well, there's Roger Moore, isn't there?
Yeah.
Was there some Dalton guy?
Oh yeah, Timothy Dalton.
Did he do one?
Yeah,
Or did he do a few?
I think he did one. I
Was
think
it-
he was the one. Was he the one who did the after when Connery had his break?
Might have been, yeah.
I think it was him. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Mm.
think that's who I was thinking of. Not the fourth Beatle.
the fourth Beatle.
Yeah. What about the Men in Black?
Is that?
series?
Oh.
What are we saying there?
Well, okay. I mean, I say "oh" because guess what? I've never watched it.
No.
I've never watched Men in Black, but it's definitely on my list.
I don't like them. I
No.
think the first one's interesting. Like if you watch it as a kid,
Yeah, this is it. You're looking when we're asking the question of what is the greatest series of films. They have to be rammer after rammer. Like they have to
Yeah.
be so good.
Yeah.
Like Men in Black, you can't go. Oh, the first one's pretty good,
and then the second
and
one
then
goes a
the
bit
others,
shit.
like the next 3, 4, however many they made, are a waste of time.
Yeah, it's going to be one after another.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, see, because then there's the argument of like, say if you go with Terminator,
Mm.
the first two are like arguably one of the best films ever.
Yeah.
They are.
But then the others-
absolutely
Will they
fantastic.
ruin
Just
it then?
naff, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't be too greedy. Okay.
You can't have it all.
No, you can't. You can't make 2 epics and then be like.
But
right,
does
let's-
it? But does it counterbalance that?
I
Are
think
you
so,
allowed
yeah.
to have 2 arguably best films ever made?
Mm.
Mm.
I mean, it's difficult. I mean, there are films though that I'm trying to think in my head that I've completely forgot that are just an amazing like 3 films.
Yeah.
I mean, Godfather.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
that's an example of, you know, when they say the sequel is never better than the first. That is an example of when the sequel is better
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
the first. That is a superb friend. Even though, well, Godfather Part 3 was a bit. naff.
I still think that was all right.
Stands up on its own.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like if you were to,
No, but you got to think if it was released on its own.
Yeah, I think it would actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it
Mm.
would. Whereas other films like Mad Max 3, I think that's the worst film I've ever seen.
Really?
100%. Yeah.
You see some bad films.
That is if that could not stand up on its own.
No.
At all.
It's strange that, isn't it? Because like that saying, would it stand up on its own? Like that, I've never thought about it in that.
Yeah.
Like in films.
What about so you got like Terminator,
Yeah.
Terminator 2.
Those are fantastic.
That could stand up on
Yeah.
its own.
Absolutely. And I think so those are the ones that I've watched quite recently, I guess in the last year.
Yeah.
So the first one is absolutely spectacular. It around that time, it is a horror film.
Yeah, it's full on, isn't it?
It is. It's like a slasher film. Have you watched? Have you watched the first? It's amazing, isn't
Well,
it?
it's got that like B-movie vibe, hasn't it?
Yeah.
That all the slashers had of the time.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And the music throughout.
Yeah, that synthwave music.
Oh, it's amazing.
I'm getting goosebumps thinking right now.
Well, he was so. From what I know, I believe Arnold was always going to be the. I think he was going to be the hero instead of the villain in that one.
Yeah.
But they switched it up last minute.
Just thought he was too good for that.
Just too good.
Too good for
Just
that
the way it
villain.
ran.
And that's the one that really propelled Arnold into stardom, really, and made him the kind of movie star that he is today.
Well, that was it. Was it his first film? Yeah.
Yeah.
His first big film.
Yeah, absolutely. 1980s, yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been his first film.
I think it was, wasn't it?
And what a film to start off with as well. That's
Perfect
that's
role.
just amazing.
Yeah, he was built for that role.
Yeah.
And what's amazing about it is it's quite an enclosed story, that first one, I believe, right? But then you move over to the second one, it's very broad. It's because you have to, from the first one, there's not much world building. The second one, you have to world build everything. You have to get everything. You have to understand why these T-1000s are doing what they're doing, and there's so much to explain. And the second one as well is just light years ahead in terms of like visual effects.
Oh, yeah.
Just different things like that. Oh, it's amazing.
Well, the second one didn't have that like B-movie. It was an A-movie, wasn't it? It had
Yeah.
that like absolute just top of the level vibe
Epic.
to it.
That was a blockbuster. The first one wasn't necessarily a blockbuster because it is an enclosed story. There's not much to it.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple to explain. Like, this guy's coming to fucking kill you non-stop, whatever. But the second one, try and explain that in a sentence.
Yeah, and all the things that go
I don't
on.
know. How many did they make in the end? Because they're still making them now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they've redone that franchise a million times.
Absolutely butchered it.
Killed it. Slaughtered it.
Yeah.
Awful, isn't it? When you think about it.
Should just leave it.
Let it
shouldn't you?
live.
Let it live, man. Yeah, it's a superb franchise though. Like just if you encapsulate the first two,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's that. I mean, those are the two of the best films ever made.
Oh,
And
definitely.
the way that they do the second one compared to the first one, I think is incredible.
Yeah.
because they changed the whole story.
Yeah, I think Terminator is like definition of franchise when if you think about it. And those films, however bad they get, they just pay homage, don't they?
Yeah,
it
that's
is there as a celebration of those first two films, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Unlike like fucking Fast and Furious,
Oh,
there's no homage there. To,
No,
like, the
now
first
that's
two.
a franchise and a half, isn't it? That one.
That's absolutely butchered.
They've had some great films though.
Do you think?
Yeah, Fast 5 was super.
I haven't seen. I don't know which ones I've seen. I've definitely not seen them all.
No.
I've seen them like bits and bobs.
I think Tokyo Drift is where I stopped. I think
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen bits of.
Well, that's
like,
the third one, I think, isn't it?
Is that the third one? Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was a switch where they went from mainly driving cars to where they are now, where it's just like big blockbuster, The Rock, like throwing
That's
punches
it.
and kicks and stuff
the
like
Rock
that.
and Jason
They
Statham.
monetize it, don't they? That's what they do. And they're like, oh, Dwayne The Rock Johnson can come right in here and he'll bring all the...
Yeah,
Yeah.
all his followers.
John Cena now as well,
Yeah.
which is crazy. Just get every WWE like guy to come
The
in and do
Undertaker in
something.
it.
David Batista.
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, it's they've had some good ones though. When it was originally about racing cars,
Yeah.
that was great. But then when they toned it up a little bit more, then it started to decline, and I think it has declined since then. But the way they do their blockbusters, in which they've just been so successful, they just smash it at the box office.
Yeah.
Like in the most recent one, they went to space. Right?
Wait, did they?
They went
who's
to
the
space.
director?
Oh, I don't know. They've
Oh,
changed it
I
up.
couldn't
They-
even say.
They switch it up every now and again. There's not a particular director. Like, you don't have like a James Gunn doing it where it's like his style or anything.
Yeah.
It's probably a generic director. Just come and do this franchise blockbuster, and we'll pay you this money.
Yeah,
type of thing.
you've seen the rest of them make it carry on the
Yeah.
story slightly.
Fast 5 is great. Have you watched Fast
Fast
5?
5.
It's the one where they go to what's the country? Brazil.
Is it? Do you rob a bank?
They rob a bank.
Is that where they have the safe
Yeah.
on the back of the cars?
That's
feel
where
like
they
I
have the
can
safe.
picture that
yeah.
scene.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
that's really good.
Driving around with him.
It's a heist movie. And
Yeah.
heist movie. Well, actually,
Oh.
talking about heist movies.
Oh, you go? No, go.
No, well, Ocean's
Yes.
11.
Oh yes.
Is that what he's going to
Yeah,
say?
yeah.
Okay.
That's a fucking.
That's
top.
a good front. All like what is it? 3 of them, and then the girls.
No, let's not even count that.
Yeah.
Don't count the girls.
Yeah.
Actually, I've not watched it. It might be good. I'm sorry.
No,
It
I
might
haven't
be
seen the
good.
girl. It's Sandra Bullock, isn't it? She
Mm.
could hold her own.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't seen it either. But those like
They
Ocean's
are
11,
cool as
12, and
fuck, them.
13.
You know it's the music as well. You know, like
Yeah.
right at the end, fucking do the mission.
Yeah.
And the music starts playing.
And everyone loves a heist movie.
Everybody, mate, there's nothing better than a heist movie. I'm telling you that
yeah,
now.
you feel like doing a heist, don't you?
Yeah.
After watching a heist movie,
You're trying
like,
to think like how could I do this?
Yeah. Yeah, you start getting plans together.
I mean, and whoever thought putting Brad Pitt and George Clooney in the same film together, like putting them in a heist movie, making them the coolest guys ever.
Yeah.
So, it's so cool. I want to
It's
be one of
so
them.
cool.
Audacious.
Oh, that's really good. What a show that is, by the way.
It is
Oceans.
good.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's put that in the list of like franchise that are just like top draw.
Yeah.
It's okay. So I will put it down a bit. The first one's superb. I think it's fantastic. The next two are a bit naff.
yeah.
Are you thinking?
Yeah, because they go Paris. They go Paris at some point, right?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
And they try and do something and blah blah blah.
Mm.
They steal
Are
whatever.
is all of them in all 3 of them, or is there a new cast? I can't even.
No,
I
I
remember
think they're
first-
all 3 of them.
Yeah. Oh, Don Cheadle, worst British accent.
Oh yes, yes.
I'm gonna have
He
to
didn't-
check that out.
He didn't have to be. He didn't have to be British. That's
That's the thing.
So much.
Oh, it's
Wait,
crazy.
so he wasn't British in it? No,
No, he was British.
he was. I mean, he was British,
But
but
he-
he didn't have to be.
He
at
does a
all.
No,
version, man.
He could have just been himself.
He's like a Cockney.
Yeah, he's a Cockney. He goes, all right, cocker.
Yeah,
You know, talks like that.
but he's
Shit, mate.
But it's Don Cheadle.
It's John Cheadle, mate. What the fuck is going on?
That's weird to process that. Like, why the fuck are they doing stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good. I mean, you are if I'm going to I guess like a movie executive and I'm trying to pitch a movie. I'm doing a heist movie.
You're
Yeah.
doing
Because it's
heist.
so easy, and I'm
Okay.
doing double crosses everywhere, and then I'm doing that thing where it cuts back at the end. That shows you how we did the heist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
with the music
The
playing.
twist.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah.
Hard cuts as well. Innit?
Yeah, okay. I think Rick and Morty did an episode about it, which is, have you seen it?
No.
They did a parody on it
Yeah.
where everything was like a cutscene. Oh, it's superb. It was great.
Yeah. I love those films. They're
Yeah.
they're like a nice watch as well. Like you throw Oceans on, you're just gonna enjoy yourself.
You're gonna have a
watching
good
it,
time,
Yeah,
aren't
yeah.
you?
Gonna be smiling all the way through.
Yeah. What about Jurassic Park?
Oh, do you know what? I've never watched a Jurassic Park.
What?
I'm sorry, guys.
They need to be on the list. They need to be on the
I
list.
think the original ones, even though they're a bit cheesy, I think they are amazing. I'm not too sure about the new ones.
No, I like
they
the
just-
first
they
new
sell
one.
out a
The one
bit.
we went to watch with Chris and Si, and that was all right. We kind of did
I
take
didn't
the
go
piss
to
out of
that.
it. Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Jurassic World.
No, I didn't.
We went to watch it.
I've never been in the cinema to watch that. You won't be
think
finding me in the cinema watching that. What?
I think you were. I think you'll find
I've
you were.
blocked it out of my memory then.
Was that how Steven Spielberg?
In the new ones.
No.
Oh, the
old,
originals?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh no, I think.
Oh, we went to watch Joker, didn't we? Us
Oh
four.
yeah, we went to watch. Yeah.
Maybe it was just me, Chris, and Si. We went to watch Jurassic World, and that
Yeah.
was.
All right.
I like.
That's one with
I
Chris
like
Pratt
the
in it.
first. Yeah, Chris
Okay.
Pratt. Yeah, I like the first one. The second one I don't like.
Mm.
But then I like all the Jurassic parks. Number 2, Vince Vaughn.
Wait, from the original ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, one of them, I think one of them isn't Steven Spielberg from the original. I think it was like Spielberg and then another director. Did James
Yeah.
Cameron do one?
I think you're right there. Yeah.
And then Spielberg came back and did the third one.
Well, Sam.
Mm.
Yeah, you go look at like Sam Neill did the first one and the third one, didn't he?
Yeah,
and
I
then
think something happened.
The one in the middle was like Vince Vaughn and Pete Postlethwaite and stuff like that.
Oh,
Vince Vaughn.
I still need to watch it, man. There's some classics that are on my list that I've never watched.
Yeah.
But I've
Yeah.
watched every movie under the sun other than that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good. The best is like the Velociraptor bits.
Oh yeah,
You're like on the edge of your. The way they film that is like great.
I know. That's that's what year is Jurassic? The first
It's
one.
80s. No, it's going. Is it?
It's like
It's
90s.
80s.
I think it's like-
92 or something like that.
I think so. Yeah, mid-90s.
I'm gonna find.
Yeah,
it.
and that's another film that I know I've not watched it, but I know that they push boundaries
Yeah.
back in the day, and that's another Back to the Future-esque type film where it was more of the time.
Oh, well, if you think, yeah, like What's another big like dinosaur film?
Like,
Is that the first big dinosaur
There's
film?
like a Disney one, or wasn't there like a comic-esque one?
The dinosaurs.
Is that it?
No. I think I know. There's like an animated one.
Yeah, there's an animated
There is a
one.
Disney's like dinosaur.
Yeah.
The Good Dinosaur. There's one.
The good
yeah.
dinosaur.
Yeah, it's all right.
1993 was the first Jurassic Park.
1993.
Bloody
Yeah,
hell.
Because that was massive, wasn't it? For like
it was massive.
the advancements in film.
Yeah.
Like, special
That's
effects and
that's
stuff.
an epic, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, how good's the T-Rex scene?
Yeah.
Oh, that just came to me then. I completely
With
forgot
the
about
water in the it's so good.
that. Oh, that is goosebump scene. That.
Yeah.
And he's on the toilet, isn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know if
Jeff-
for Charles.
Oh yeah.
No, don't. I'm not going to listen.
That T-Rex scene's fucking
Some
epic.
good actors in that as well. Jeff Goldblum in it as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's fantastic, isn't
Yeah.
he?
He's amazing. Him
yeah.
and Sam Neill.
Yeah, Sam Neill's really good.
Yeah.
But what else is he in? Peaky Blinders.
He's in Event Horizon. That is scary. That.
I don't think I've seen.
What's the one where he's on the ship with the boat with his? Is it Dead Calm? Is he on that with his like wife and they get I think like they're sailing and there's
Yeah.
no wind, so
They
they
just get
stop.
stuck.
But they get stuck with another ship, another boat or something, and the guy's like a murderer.
What?
Something like that, from what I can remember. if it's him in it.
Yeah.
I'm just looking down my list, and I bet there's people listening that are just like, "You've not mentioned this franchise. You've not mentioned this,"
Oh,
because
there's
we've missed
loads.
off like big
Yeah.
ones like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
No, I'm not a Harry Potter fan. Mate.
Oh, you're not.
You're
no.
not?
No.
I'm really not.
I-
I've seen them all.
Up to Prisoner of Azkaban, I think, and then it just loses its magic.
What? Oh,
I just-
guys, no, we're not
What got
friends.
for me? Yeah. It all got very dark for me.
What, you wanted it to be like the first one? That is just like really happy. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I wanted it. Yeah.
well, it's
And I
actually
don't
really
think-
depressing, isn't it? The first one.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, like this weird old man is trying to kill these kids. You just put it that way.
Yeah, proper
Yeah,
nonce
yeah.
behaviour.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never really gotten into it.
Yeah. Wait, did you not read any of the books? Did
No,
you read the books?
I didn't read the
Charles?
books.
Like when I was younger,
Yeah.
like far younger. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
So
I think
maybe
that
that's
maybe that plays a part. Do you think,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
like consuming it on a higher level?
Oh, I loved it. I watched it. I've watched it just so many times throughout my like adulthood, right? And I still love it to this day.
Yeah.
It's great. It's
Yeah.
just like it's one of the best like franchises where I think just it hits on every level. Like that is a franchise where every movie's good and it ends in a good way. And
Yeah.
like just not many franchises can do that.
Yeah,
if we're
I get
just
you.
talking barely about franchises for what it represents and how big it was, and
Yeah,
how
it's
every
massive,
movie
isn't
was
it?
a blockbuster
Yeah,
every year
definitely.
it came out.
That's a good point.
It's just a massive film. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
It's
Well,
superb.
so you drawn to like living in the castle, being a wizard?
Oh no,
That fantasy, the fantasy of
I really like Voldemort, bro.
Yeah.
I like his whole story. Like I was be like, yeah, I like,
you team up with him.
yeah.
Oh.
I'd put myself in Horcruxes and throw myself out
Yeah.
and like, yeah. It's because I want to live forever.
Yeah,
He
that's
tries it. That's the whole thing,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
But no, I do. It's a very good franchise
Yeah.
compared to some others. I think that is one franchise where every movie is at least good.
I get you.
You know what I
some
mean?
Good actors as well.
Yeah.
Just stellar cast, isn't it?
Gruesome good actors as well. Like,
Yeah.
Some good at.
Grew them, yeah.
yeah. Like Daniel Radcliffe and
Even Emma Watson.
yeah.
She's a top actor.
Oh yeah, she's
You know, the
amazing.
delivery of her lines and
Mm.
stuff like that. I think that's how you distinguish the first level of distinguishing a good actor.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get to that anyway. I've got a question to that anyway about actors. But
Is there any other franchises before I guess we move on?
Lord of the Rings.
Not watched
I
it.
feel like that's the same though.
Not watched it for a while, mate.
I
That could be an 8-hour film.
Yeah, I view that as like.
Well,
one
if you put the
film.
Hobbits in there as well, like a 12-hour film.
Yeah, put them all together.
Yeah.
No, what the Matrix?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I haven't
the
seen the
Matrix.
Matrix in a while. Like,
What's
Well,
it, Agent Smith? He
Hmm.
is so funny. Him. The virus guy. Like what is he? He wears a black suit and he's just like doing like one-liners all the time to Neo.
I mean that film alone, again, is another one that just changed the landscape of film.
Mhm.
Everybody tried to copy it at the time. They haven't been able to replicate it, I think, since then.
yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh, it's very.
You see the way we mentioned like all these films, all the great franchises all start in like the 90s, don't they?
the golden
The
era.
first one's always like, isn't it?
Mm.
Like, we're not mentioning like Avengers or nothing.
Oh no.
Is that a
fuck, yeah.
franchise though? Because it's going to continue, and it's going to be a franchise of like 40 films by the end.
It's almost like a series of films.
It's a series of films in a cinematic. You can't compare. Like that's why I think we're living in a time where it's very special because we're not going to get that ever again.
Yeah.
I don't think many people are.
No,
You're
I
building
get
a cinematic universe where it's like you're looking forward to every these films.
Yeah, it is full on.
Oh,
It's big,
yeah.
isn't
every
it?
year, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But like actual franchises, I don't think it counts.
No, you wouldn't class that.
No.
What about Alien?
Oh, good shout.
Yes.
I feel like if you count, I count Prometheus and Covenant.
Oh, in those, yeah, of
I
course.
put
you
them
do.
in.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
all
yeah,
as
yeah.
part of the story.
I
isn't
love
it?
all of I got my sister all the Alien versus Predator and all the Predator
Oh, are
DVDs,
are you,
of them.
Are you classing AVP in this in the franchise?
We sat there and watched them all. I know. I think AVP and I think Predator are separate,
Yeah.
but no, the
Oh, it's
Alien
fucking
ones.
Alien. I think Alien's probably the best film. If I had to pick, maybe to toss up, I'll be putting Alien near the top.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic
Alien.
film.
Yeah.
But even like Alien 2, fucking they bring the big guns in.
Yeah.
And then Alien 3, Pete Postlethwaite, a load of Wiganers. Just like in a fucking, what is it, a prison.
Yeah.
And then you've got Covenant. Oh, it's fucking unbelievable.
So good.
I wanna
Was Covenant the most recent one? What is it? It's Alien, Alien Resurrection.
Alien 3,
Oh, Alien 3.
yeah.
And then Alien Resurrection.
Alien Resurrection. That was a bit of a...
Yeah.
but
that,
then...
that was like 2009 or something, like when all
No,
those
I
shit
think that
up.
was like late 90s,
Oh, was
early
it?
2000s, yeah.
What's the one that was...
And then there was...
Oh, I'm thinking AVP, no, never mind.
Yeah, they came in the 2000s.
Requiem.
Requiem.
It's like 2009.
Yeah.
Like, that shit. Era of films.
Oh man, I'm just thinking. Is there any sport franchise films?
Sport, France.
Goal. Yeah,
Santiago
that came
Munez.
up on my list there when I was looking. Yeah.
That was a weird film, that wasn't it?
I
You
used to be
think-
obsessed with them when I was a kid as well.
Who was the guy who's like... It's always be like the Beckham style guy.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I forgot his name.
What's his name? Gavin Harris.
Gavin Harris.
Gavin Harris.
Gavin
What a
Harris.
character.
Oh mate, that was a great film, wasn't it? That actually was a good film.
Yeah.
Did he 3? I think he
Yeah.
did 3, yeah.
I think it went off the rails. Like
Yeah,
I remember
it went-
watching it.
They
and
go
it
like
just off
Fast
the
and
rails.
Furious to doing heists.
Well, he did, yeah. Well, what was he? It was at Newcastle, and then the next one he went to Real Madrid.
Oh, that was
And
so
then
good. Yeah.
3 was like when his career was like that. Was that for like the World Cup or something? I'm sure it was.
He was it, yeah.
Yeah,
Like a comeback. He was having
Yeah.
a comeback.
Santiago Munez.
I know.
Oh man, what a
I
film!
So
haven't, I haven't seen that in ages.
It is good.
Completely lost my mind. That
I bet
was-
it'd be so shit now.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
The first one's good. I remember a couple of scenes like where he gets to Newcastle and they're just like the Newcastle players. They're in the rain. They're digging into him.
Yeah.
Proper 2-footing him.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
British
And he's
tackles.
just like, I can't deal with this. And he's like, get stuck in, mate.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good reflection, isn't it? Of like, you play fucking European football, or he's from Mexico, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's completely different, isn't it? When you come to the Prem.
It's the Cristiano Ronaldo story, that is.
Yeah.
Just for Newcastle.
It is. Yeah. Yeah.
Can I just throw out one there before we move on? I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
man.
not expecting that.
I love it, man. The original one from the 90s, where they're using the animatronics
Yeah.
for the mouths and stuff, is so good. Have you watched it?
I haven't seen
I
it.
feel
No.
like I vaguely remember.
Oh,
I
mate.
can't remember it properly.
What? Give it a rewatch.
How many is there?
There's 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's the first one's just where they fight the Shredder. It's superb. They what was it? They had like a 50. I was watching a video on it last night, so that's why it's in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they have a £15 million budget. New Line Cinema. You probably will look at the intro and understand it.
Yeah.
They were independent at the time because no one wanted to take it on because they thought it was a bit too gritty. So New Line Cinema took it on, and it was like came back with 200 million as profit. Yeah,
There we
like,
go.
It was
Now we're talking.
it was superb. Like the way they film it, they film it in a very like dark New York, city.
Wait, so it's pretty gritty, is it? For,
Yeah,
like-
it's great. It's not like a children's film.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
you could
that.
go. You could go pretty gritty with.
Yeah.
It's so good. That's what the comics are
Yeah.
originally.
Oh,
But
they're quite gritty.
Yeah, they're quite gritty comics. So they got the writers of the comics on the first one. That's why it's so good. So that I would watch that. Then the second one is called The Secret of the Ooze, right? And that one,
Mighty Boosh episode.
they absolutely changed the dynamic of it because parents were like, "This is too gritty. Our kids hate it." Blah blah blah. and it was not received too well. But I quite like it. They got a Vanilla Ice like soundtrack to it, so give that a go for the 90s.
I'm going to put that on my list.
And watch that.
What a random suggestion.
What the third one was where they go back. I think they go back in time. So
Back to the
and it's it's awful.
Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine.
But the first one is one of the best films, genuinely. I think
Yeah.
there is. It's superb.
I was not
And then
expecting that.
and then they made some more with Johnny Knoxville in.
Did they?
Yeah.
Did
they?
Yeah. They
When
did
was
full
that?
animated ones with Johnny Knoxville.
Oh,
yeah.
right, I see.
Well, there has been another. They've been the Michael Bay one, which
full like CGI ones.
Ah, yeah.
not watching that one.
They're not good, no.
Michael Bay, Bad Boys.
Please.
Not doing it. Not doing it, mate.
That's a good. I like that.
I like the first one.
That was mine. Like the first two is that nice 90s feel
Yeah,
to it.
yeah.
The music and the like the Michael Bay shots where it's like spinning round, the camera spins round.
When they're having a shootout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's actually fucking class.
Yeah. I think like if you watch it now and you just focus on the Michael Bay like camera work in that film, it's like
Purely for that.
yeah.
The only thing I remember that is we get shot in the arse. Is that the first one or the second? Which one's that
Second
one?
one I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's my biggest memory from that. Everything else just a blur. Camera's spinning.
Because they did a new one as well, Bad Boys 3, didn't they?
Yeah,
I went to the cinema to watch that.
What's that like?
It's on Netflix now.
Yeah.
It's pretty shit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Nice and nostalgic, but
Yeah, I get you.
Michael Bay, man. People always shit on him, but I always say, listen, if you want a good like action film to go and watch, you watch a Michael Bay film.
you do, yeah. If you want explosions and fire and stuff
Yeah.
like that, you
He's
got
made some good films.
Yeah, you want to be nuked.
yeah. What are Michael Bay films like? What else did he do?
Oh, he's done those.
Oh.
I bet no, but I bet he's done some like serious films.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
But there's some weird ones
See,
in
I
there.
always get mixed up with Nolan.
Oh
Christopher
God,
Nolan.
no! Don't mix them two up.
I know, yeah.
I don't
Michael
know.
Bay.
Yeah, I was thinking he did Heat, but he didn't.
No. Why have I got like Point Break in me, man? He didn't do that, did he?
No, he
The
did
newest one.
Transformers. He did.
Oh,
Yeah, that was awful.
Armageddon.
which
Oh,
Transformers?
Armageddon.
Did he do
I
Armageddon?
think
Yeah.
he did them all. All the
Do you like
Transformers.
the
The Transformers with the Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf ones? Yeah,
Mm.
the good ones with the dead, where they're all dead shiny.
Yeah.
All the people are dead shiny. Like everyone's greased up.
Oh no, I can't watch them Transformers. Bad Boys, Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
Just did
That was
loads
awful,
of Transformers.
Pearl Harbor.
The Rock
The Rock. Yeah.
with what's his name? Sean Connery.
Oh my God.
Pain and Gain.
Oh, is that?
No,
did
that
he?
was
Yeah.
awful. That film.
Pain and- really?
That's like a
I like that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, it was awful.
that's a Michael Bay film, that isn't it? Mark Wahlberg.
I think Mark Wahlberg's like plays that character good.
Yeah.
He's like a bit
Do you know
like a
Mark
chode.
Wahlberg though? He's like he shouldn't be that good at acting, should he? He is surprising when you think about it.
Well, I think it's his. Again, I'm going to reference back to my thing about actors, but I think it's his delivery of lines.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you want me, I'll ask you the question. Do you want me to ask the questions like
Sure.
who do you think is like the worst actors?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say-
head, man.
Like top number one, the worst actor, and I've like watched all his films in the past year is Van Damme.
Yeah.
His films are all right, like they're shit and they're entertaining to watch, but he is
Yeah.
absolutely terrible. But I think what comes down to, I think view distinguish between a top actor, a shit one, or a normal one is like the delivery of lines.
Yeah.
Because like Van Damme cannot deliver his lines at all. But then you think like Tom Cruise,
Yeah.
he delivers his lines ice cool.
Yeah.
Or like Michael Douglas,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
his lines like cut through you. You know the way he speaks and the way he speak, like
yeah.
like how he holds on to certain words and stuff like that. It's like so natural and sharp.
Mm.
And then other actors are like, you can tell they're just like fucking trying to be something or coming across.
There are
shit.
some really bad actors out there. I was thinking because you texted me that one before we came in, and it was like I was going through and I'm going, I think loads of actors are really bad.
All of them.
I think most of them are really bad. Like I don't know. I think you've where I put it is you've got the best actors and then you've got the rest.
well, I was
There's no in between.
Yeah.
I was thinking like everybody always asks who's the best actors and talks about that.
Yeah.
But nobody ever talks about the worst, don't they, that much?
Yeah, well that's it. You've got the best actors, you've got the rest, and then you've got the guys who aren't really actors but try and do it, like John Cena. And
Yeah. What about Seagal?
Yeah, like Seagal. He's
He
not
is.
really an actor.
Oh,
really.
he's like a plank of
Or
wood.
like Chuck Norris.
No, I think
No.
Chuck Norris is all right.
Oh my god.
I don't think he's as bad as what people say.
No.
Like his delivery of lines and some of them are all right.
No.
They are.
he is.
Like his early ones, like what's the Bruce Lee one? Way the Dragon.
Yeah.
He's terrible in that.
Mm.
But when he gets into like Delta Force, and what's the other? Missing in Action. He's better than Stallone in Rambo. And I think Rambo's better than Chuck Norris. But I feel like acting wise, I feel like he's a better actor than Stallone. And there's similar films like Missing in Action and Rambo.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, I can't, off the top of my head, if you give me a list.
Bad actor. It's all those comedy actors. They're all awful. Vince Vaughn's awful.
Vince Vaughn.
Oh yeah, they're
He
not
is.
great.
And then you got the ones who always play themselves, haven't you?
Like Jack Black.
Yeah. No, well, I like
Is
Jack
that
Black.
is
like,
that acting?
no, but
is
you
he
watch
acting there?
watch Jack Black in like The Holiday. It's quite a heartwarming performance.
No comment. Okay. I'll make it easy then. Who are you saying the best actors?
The best.
Oh, even that's difficult.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah,
You saying?
I think he's world class.
Bit of a pedo, apparently, from what I saw.
Oh yeah,
recently.
yeah.
Oh, that's another episode. We'll keep that for a later
I
date.
know, yeah.
They really
but-
dampened me. That's
no,
a good actor.
He's like every film
Yeah.
hits, cuts deep.
But you can be a good actor and have shit films, though, can't you?
Oh, of course, yeah. It all comes down to writing at the end of the day, and you just have to pick your. Of course, you can turn any role into something and whatever,
Yeah.
but yeah, absolutely,
Yeah,
it
Tom
has to
Hanks.
come down to the.
Tom
writing.
Hanks is a good one.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just got lucky. He got Forrest Gump. If you get Forrest Gump, you fucking. I mean, he was
You're
good in
sorted.
Forrest Gump, clearly.
Yeah.
But you got Forrest Gump. It's a good film. It was a good script, and that's what matters at the end of the day.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. Other good actors.
De Niro.
De Niro.
De Niro's. But I think so. One of the things that De Niro said a while back was that you just have to deliver the lines as if you're just a normal person,
Yeah.
and that's why I think the people that actually just don't act are good,
Yeah.
are the best
The
actors.
natural.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Come across
because
more natural.
you do have actors that act like they really put it on.
Yeah.
But if you watch it, Robert De Niro, he's just Robert De Niro, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
get you.
but he's superb.
It's
And he's a
quite-
good actor.
yeah.
He knows how to deliver lines. That's another win.
The best
Yeah.
are like that, aren't they? Clooney, Pitt's like that.
Mm.
Brad Pitt.
Oh, God, Brad
Um,
Pitt's unreal.
Well, Keanu Reeves is like that to a degree as well.
Do you think?
Like he's the same person in his interviews.
Yeah.
Like we said
Mm.
about Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Like
Keanu
if you saw
Reeves.
Keanu Reeves like jumping out of a window of a burning building, just
Mm.
landing on the floor and getting back up,
Yeah.
and he just he looks around and then jumps on a motorbike and drives off.
Yeah, I
You'd be
think-
going, oh
That's Keanu Reeves.
yeah, or am I on the set of fucking John Wick?
No, I can see that. What about, like I said before, like I mentioned in Michael Douglas,
yeah.
in he's like A Perfect Murder,
Hmm.
Falling Down.
We speak about him last week as well, Michael
I
Douglas.
think so.
Or we've spoken about him recently
Yeah.
about how good he is.
Mm.
He's like he's just his delivery of, I think 'cause he plays that like psychopath kind of role, especially
Yeah.
in his 90s area. He plays that so good.
Hmm.
What about Christian Bale?
Oh, mate,
American
yeah.
Psycho.
he's just classic. He's the one that got on my list here. I'm just looking for all my films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just he's the one that is just. He's been going for such a long time, and he's able to play it. I mean, just the list of his films
So
here.
good.
So he goes into like method acting then, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You're into that realm where like they're going to like extreme lengths.
Yeah.
Proper got like fucking Joker, Heath
Mm.
Ledger.
Mm.
How did Heath Ledger pull off that? I don't rate him that good of an actor.
No. And the film, you look at the films he did before that, it's like,
Like 10 Things I Hate About You.
yeah.
And what's the Night one? A Knight's Tale.
Yeah.
They're just like absolute bog standard like family films you watch on a Sunday afternoon. And then he just drops fucking Joker.
Yeah. The
Or-
best Joker performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like fucking what the fuck?
Yeah. What would you say for like underrated actors? Like,
Underrated.
He would be one
Yeah.
simply
I'd say
just because. But I mean, he's rated in that role.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
because he died so young, and because he wasn't able to develop into different roles, then that would be
yeah, he
it.
didn't get the
Mm.
chance, yeah, to
Yeah, I
really
get you, yeah.
write his name up there.
Mm.
Well, I'd say Joaquin Phoenix was underrated, but I feel now he's like
Yeah.
Really?
he's not overrated, but I feel like people know it.
Yeah. Well, look at him in like Gladiator.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How good is it? You hate him.
Yeah.
You want to kill him, don't
You
you?
hate him, yeah.
Yeah.
He makes you sick.
He is one of the best actors
Yeah.
Yeah.
that there is on the planet
Definitely.
right now.
Even his performance in Joker. What does Joker do to people?
Yeah.
Fucking.
I hated Joker.
Did you?
Yeah, shit.
What?
It's not true to the source material. Ugh.
Well, it's
It's not-
Thingo.
I watched it 3 times. I went to the
Yeah.
cinema, I watched it 3 times.
Well, I think this Joker is. Were you there when I was? Oh no, I was telling Chris and Si. This Joker, I think, is to do with that De Niro film. What's it called? It's something comedy. The King of Comedy,
I don't
1979.
Yeah, that's what Robert De Niro played in, and that's why he was in the.
And that
in
is
the
like
film.
basically, if you've seen Joker
Yeah.
and you watch King of Comedy, it's exactly the same. Like
Yeah.
a guy who's obsessed with a TV show. There's even similar scenes where he's like acting out his TV show in his like living room and thinks he's like mentally ill and he's stalking this TV host and he wants to be him and he
What?
goes on the show, doesn't he?
Yeah,
And it's exactly like and De Niro's in it. De Niro's
Yeah.
the main character in King of Comedy,
Mm.
and then he's playing the show host
Yeah.
who
Mm.
he's like fantasizing in King of Comedy
What the fuck?
Well,
in Joker.
Well, the director Todd Phillips, wasn't it? So he
Big
wanted
Hangover.
Yeah.
How do you go from Hangover to
mental,
Joker?
isn't it? Well, he wanted to create a film like that, and he wanted to get it known. He just used the Joker name. That's why I don't like it, because that's not the Joker. From what we see on the screen, that is not the
Yeah.
Joker. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
true to the source material or
Yeah.
anything like that. You know, there's a big comic book guy.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah, you know
it
your
just,
stuff.
It
You
pisses
know
me
your
off.
Yeah, I see.
So it wasn't any. So there was no point in doing it. You could have just made that film and just called it. What was his name in the film?
I don't even know.
Oh, what's his name?
No idea.
Let's just call it Kent.
Kent.
Let's just say if the film was called Kent instead of Joker, it wouldn't have got as big as it was.
Yeah, I get
So it
you.
wouldn't have got the recognition.
So he's used that whole thing.
Yeah, just to propel it into the how big it was now.
Yeah.
So it just really annoyed me how they used the name of the Joker, because it's not the Joker.
No, it's like a copy of that King of Comedy.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing, the whole like vibe of it and everything, and
Absolutely.
even like scenes. There's like
Absolutely.
exact scenes the same.
yeah.
Arthur Fleck.
Arthur Fleck.
Arthur
Yeah.
Fleck, that's it. Yeah.
So if it was just called Arthur, would you have gone to the cinema to watch it?
Strange, that, isn't it? Yeah.
That's the thing.
Like try and picture it called Arthur.
Yeah,
But
and he just put a bit of face paint on, or maybe he didn't, and he just
So-
because it's not the Joker. It's not nothing in that film
Mhm.
is
Yeah.
relation to the Joker.
yeah.
There's a bit of like a bit of a thing, isn't it, when he sees Bruce Wayne as
Yeah.
a kid? But even then, it's ambiguous, isn't it?
It's
Do you know what? Those scenes, though, if you think about it, they're almost like cut in. Like, do you know when his mum and dad
yeah,
are killed
yeah.
at the end as well?
Yeah.
yeah,
They're almost like cut in, like
Like
an
they-
afterthought.
Yeah, they filmed it.
Like they
afterwards.
filmed the whole thing,
yeah,
and then and even like the bits where like he's dyeing his hair green.
yeah.
Like even that's like an afterthought. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, this isn't Joker-y enough.
It's a superb film, though.
Yeah.
If we take all those aspects out and the acting in it, I mean, he won an Oscar for it, and he should have done, because it was superb.
Oh, it's powerful acting.
yeah, yeah.
So it's a great film, but unfortunately, it's just used that Joker name
Mhm.
and just toppled on it and just made it, because everyone wants to do a serious film nowadays, and that's the problem. I think just make a good film.
Mhm.
You don't have to make it serious and gritty and everything like
Stop
that.
trying.
Grit, isn't it? That's the thing at the minute. That was
Grit.
the theme, wasn't it? Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, so many people try to do it. Just make a film in your mind and what you feel like is good, and see if you can change and develop what other people make. You know,
Yeah.
set a precedent there. You know, so
Mm.
he didn't do that, and I hope there's not a second one.
Oh no, just leave it at that.
Yeah,
Definitely
just leave it at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Go back to like Hangover 4 or something.
It's good, those films. I quite like them.
They're alright, aren't
Yeah, I do like The Hangover. Yeah, I think comedies are easy to do though, really, aren't they? It's all down to the actors a lot of the time.
they? Like you said, like the actors in it are like they're not the best,
Bradley Cooper though,
but Bradley Cooper.
He's superb.
underrated.
Is it Silver Linings Playbook?
Yeah,
Have you seen that?
Mm,
Him and Jennifer Lawrence.
yeah,
They are unrated. I think she's unrated.
yeah,
Have you seen that new one with her in it with the on Netflix?
Don't
The
Look
one
Up.
with DiCaprio?
yeah.
DiCaprio.
She's so good in
She's
that.
good in that, isn't she? Funny, isn't she?
Like-
Funny in that.
Like that and Silver Linings Playbook. They're
Mm.
like really, really good performances.
Yeah,
yeah. He was good in what's the one where he Limitless. He was
Oh,
good in
yeah,
that
yeah.
too.
yeah, yeah.
What
Yeah.
a film that is.
Oh, what's the one with Lady Gaga as well? I love that film. You know, the
Ah.
singing one.
something.
the singing one. Mm.
Something music.
What the fuck's it called?
I can't. Off the top of my head, I can't remember.
A Star Is Born.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
we
That's
go.
it, yeah.
That's like a deep one. That
I haven't
as well.
seen that one.
Yeah,
Is she a good actor?
yeah,
Yeah, she is. Yeah,
yeah.
Has she done acting?
I think she's. I think
Well,
a
she's
lot
in-
of the time though.
She's in that like kind of
People like singers are good at acting and actors are good at singing.
performing.
Yeah,
They can do a performance.
yeah.
Mm.
Most actors are decent singers now.
Mm.
I still not watched The House of Gucci yet. She's
No.
in that, so I want to watch that.
Jared Leto's in it, isn't he? He apparently does an awful
Does he?
Italian accent all the way through.
Speaking of Jared Leto, he is good, but he's also shit.
He ruined his career with that Joker.
Yeah.
I think they ruined his career with that Joker.
yeah. Because he
Yeah,
was
that
like,
was
you look
terrible,
at,
that.
is he Dallas Buyers Club and
He won an Oscar for that.
yeah,
He is he's an amazing actor.
What
He
else was
is.
he?
Even in American Psycho.
yeah, American Psycho.
He's
Yeah,
an
that's what-
American
Like
Psycho.
he's not that big of a role in it, but he's good in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plays it good.
Fight Club too.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he was good in that.
He's an actor that he acts though, doesn't it? Do you know when you were saying about like someone who just not like De Niro says, just deliver your lines as if you're a normal
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
What's
Jared
the,
Leto doesn't do
what's
that.
the film where
He's
he's
a
like,
performer.
I'm gonna have to Google it. Where he's it's all about like them taking drugs and stuff.
Oh, Requiem for a Dream.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's superb, that film. It's crazy.
It's very weird.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, when Jared Leto actually commits to a role and he gets involved with it, and most of all, again, the story's good, then it's just it
flies.
welds well. So he flies in the role. But you just it's like with those actors that just change their whole personality, they're method actors. Then you gotta make sure that the role's right for them. Like Johnny Depp's another one.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp is one of the best actors ever
Mm-hmm.
because he's able, like he's an actor, like someone that's changing his whole personality based on different roles.
Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, he's great. He's
a
super.
great actor.
Hey, tell them that story where you came to Fact.
Oh yeah, 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was going on a little trade around the US, and then eventually came to the UK because he was just being a bit of a narcissist at the
He was
time.
doing
I
Was
all
he
think.
going
weird
crazy
stuff.
when he was doing like the cinema thing?
I mean, he thought he was gonna. I think he paired up with a couple of artists.
yeah. Did he go around with a paper bag on his head as well?
That was one.
Weird move.
Yeah, stayed in a room and they could do whatever to him. That was one. But so he came to Fact in 2015, and essentially what they would do is they would set him and his two mates up in a room, and you could call into him, and basically, I can't remember the name of the exhibition, but you could call into him and you, touch my soul. That was it. So you'd have to touch his soul.
Wow.
What, by like say something to him?
Yeah.
Or touch him, literally touch him.
Yeah. So there's videos online and stuff. There's archives that if people want to go and have a look. But yeah, he came to Fact. He had a little computer in front of him. The other two did too.
Yeah.
And you'd call in, hopefully get Shia.
Wait, did you meet him?
Touch yourself.
Did you
No,
get to see him?
I wasn't working. I mean, I was
Oh,
in
yeah.
school. It was 2015, wasn't
That's
it?
a long time ago. that.
Yeah.
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 Only the 7 years.
But I hear a lot of stories about it. I mean, that people were queuing up outside.
I'm not surprised. Yeah,
So-
I like him a lot. Even Stevens or Holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, early work.
Stanley
Even
L.
Stevens,
That's
man.
it.
Yeah.
That's a fucking good film. That. I
Yeah.
think because I watched it as a kid, like one of those films where you just watch it.
Well,
and
we
it's
had it
like,
forced down our throats in school. Holes.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you read the
god,
books,
all the
Yeah,
time.
Watch about 15 times.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
you-
superb.
You know, I was thinking the other day about like films we watched in school. I'm gonna have to Google it. The Macbeth.
I was thinking about that film.
Is
the
that
other day as
Macbeth?
well.
Macbeth.
Is it Roman Polanski? who did
I was
that?
trying to run through what is the story of Macbeth? 'Cause I couldn't remember what goes on in the film. Like Macduff and
I never
Yeah.
watched
Bethany
it in
kills.
school.
Oh,
Yeah, we
Really?
Yeah, it's a Roman Polanski film.
is it. Yeah,
You're joking.
is that the one with the young? It's got who's the little boy in it? Who does the the little blonde boy?
Yeah,
And he's like
yeah.
the singer. He's someone famous, isn't he? Who is he?
What? Martin Shaw? No, he's Banco. But that's like we watched that in school, and at the time it was like it was a hard watch. It was slow. It was like it wasn't the best, and because it was forced down us in school.
In 1971. Yeah.
Yeah. But then I've watched it again, and like realised it's a Roman Polanski film, and like took it in properly, and it's like fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm like trying to like think how the hell, like think of like when you're in school and you just didn't take it in at all, like how good it could have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's you just remind me then. Yeah, we watched Holes, didn't we, as well?
Jesus. Macbeth in school, huh? That would have been the mental
Oh
one.
no, it was a hard watch.
Was
Because
it
the
actually?
The film's quite slow paced and
Oh, I
like,
can imagine.
I can't remember it.
it's a very cold aesthetic, and it's just like it dragged on. I remember the lessons are just dragging on.
Wow. That film for us was Romeo and Juliet,
Yeah.
the
Oh.
Baz Luhrmann version.
Is that the DiCaprio one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that as well.
Did you in school?
Yeah,
Apostles'
Claire
Way?
Danes.
Yeah. It's superb. It actually really is a good film.
They took that and made it into its own thing, didn't they?
They did,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like a proper, unique...
That was the only time where I got invested in English, I think. 'Cause I was like, fucking hell, this is such a good film. Funny story about it. I really liked Tybalt's boots in the film. He had these Cuban heels on at the time.
I think I remember them,
Yeah,
actually, yeah.
there's a scene where he gets out in the first...
In the
In
car?
the intro, yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. In a
picture
clip.
that.
So, when I was like 16, 17, I messaged the production designer on Facebook of the film.
Yeah.
And I was like, listen, have you got the boots?
What?
Because I want the boots.
What
They're
the
sick.
hell?
And it was like, they were specially, she got back to me. They were specially handcrafted for the actor, can't remember his name.
It's who's
Tybalt.
Tybalt? Oh, I can't remember. I was going to say, is Paul Rudd's Paris, isn't he?
Paul Rudd's in it?
Yeah,
Paul
Paul
Rudd plays-
Rudd's in it.
No
Yeah,
way.
absolutely.
Oh,
I think I got the cast list up here. Let me see.
So what did they say then? They're up for auction now. $2
No,
million.
They're in the Romeo and Juliet Museum.
They're in the Romeo. Yeah, they unfortunately they were specifically made. Okay, so his name is John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
what's he in? Oh,
he's in Chef.
Chef.
That's
He
him.
is.
Oh, he's in loads. He's
He's
the
in-
one.
I was telling you
Nice.
about Chef, wasn't I? With John Favreau.
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, I love that film.
He's the one who has the story. I think about Steven Seagal shitting himself on set.
Is he?
Steven Seagal tried to sue him and stuff like that. He got choked out. Seagal got choked out by somebody saying, like offering him out,
Yeah.
and this guy choked him out and shit himself, and he ran off. Everybody seen it and
man.
wasn't allowed to talk about it.
Yeah. Well, so I messaged her and she was like, "We made it specifically for him." So there's literally he might have them.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
you're
was
gonna
like, well, it's going to be hard to get in contact with him, isn't it?
Well,
Sorry.
if he's listening,
Yeah.
Yeah, give me those boots, man.
That's so cool.
Still want them still to this day. So
Yeah, that film was really really good. I remember that. It sticks in my mind now.
they're all wearing Hawaiian party shirts.
Yeah.
so good.
So good.
Any other questions?
Yeah. What? Do you have any questions, Cal?
Let me see what else I've got. I've got your guilty pleasure film.
Oh, that's a good question. That
Okay.
Guilty pleasure.
I think Shrek.
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 Actually, no, it's not even guilty.
And
pleasure.
actually, this fits it. I've got another one. It's your guilty pleasure and like your comfort film. Like, what
Yeah.
will you put on? Like, if you're feeling like you're having a shit day or something, and you just want to get in bed and put a film on,
Clockwork Orange.
what's the one you put on? Oh yeah, nice easy watch.
Full Metal Jacket.
I do. I put it on recently. I was like, yeah, it's good fun.
Bit of old ultra violence. I'm gonna say Shrek.
Yeah.
Shrek's my one. I think that's just class.
Shrek is great.
Yeah.
But that's like, I feel like that's just a weird one to put on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think it's one that I think we all grew up with, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
It's very silly, isn't it? It's not a serious one, but
No,
You know.
I suppose there is like a deep theme to it, though, isn't there? About like the ogre being outcast. And if you want to look at it,
you want to break it
You want to
down.
break it down.
We'll do a separate podcast.
Yeah, on Shrek.
Yeah.
We'll break down.
Rate down Shrek.
Yeah, I love. So I'm a rom-com fan myself.
What?
No, you
What? You can't drop
can't
that
drop
on
that
I'm
on.
a proper like. I'll watch any of them.
57 minutes in, and you're gonna drop that on.
No way.
No, When Harry Met Sally is my all-time favorite film.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I think that's a good shout.
I thought you was going to say shit one like 50 Shades of Grey, mate.
No.
That's not even rom-com, is it? No. That's like just rom.
Yeah, just rom, straight rom. Yeah, When Harry Met Sally, all-time favorite. Billy Crystal. What a
No,
guy.
that's a solid shout.
Yeah.
That's a solid.
You've got a
shout.
soppy part to you, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's the one. That is my guilty pleasure and my
Your
comfort
comfort.
film. I throw it on like all the time.
Wait, it's not. Wait, what's comforting though?
I just like that I know it's a happy end. You know those films where you know it like where it's like leading you up to a happy ending and then you get the dip at the end.
Oh,
and then it's
I know
back
what you mean.
The only-
straight to the happy
The
end.
only thing I have with that film, whereas like, think of all the time they could have had together though.
Yeah,
I feel like that puts a down on it for me.
it is because they're friends for like 10 years.
Think of that. They could have had 10 years of pure love.
Yeah.
Pure fucking.
Yeah. No, I think it just built the
Pure
friendship.
rom.
Pure rom.
Yeah, built the relationship. It was good,
No.
and I love the clothes from like that era of time as well. Like when I've just finished watching all the Seinfelds. Like just the way that they dress in Seinfeld, I'm obsessed with it.
Wait, I was not expecting that as well.
Yeah.
I was not expecting. Wait, what do you mean?
You know, like the blue, rich, like the natural denim jeans, and like a nice pair of chunky trainers.
Yeah, you can only get them jeans from Costco.
That's what I like. Yeah,
Costco. I don't know why.
yeah, Costco jeans. Yeah,
Feelers.
But they all wear like them big long coats, city coats.
yeah,
That you only see in like late 80s.
yeah. Especially
early
like
90s.
New York winter in New York as well.
Yeah.
They've got scarves on and stuff.
No, I see me saying that.
And
Actually, it's
suede gloves.
Do you know what, man? That is a good pick. Because
Yeah.
80s film. Is it an 80s film?
I think
Yeah,
it is. Yeah,
yeah.
It is.
yeah.
Those 80s film, man, they have like a special time about them. Like,
Oh,
there's
100%.
every other like decade is just kind of eh.
Mm.
Well, there isn't, but you know what I mean.
It's like I was thinking if you picked loads of those 80s films
Yeah.
and made them in another period, like made them in the 2000s, they would have been shit. Like Rambo or
Yeah.
Conan the Barbarian, even the Mad Maxes. I don't know. I
Yeah.
just feel like part of why they're so good.
Well, look at they redone.
It's 'cause
they
they are
redid
80s.
them all, didn't they? And they all fucking shite.
It's
Yeah.
a special time in the 80s. Just, I love it. I that's a time that I'll pick just to be back in.
Yeah.
In my 20s.
I'm exactly the same.
You're
yeah.
picking for your answer is just the 80s.
Just the 80s, man.
Any 80s
That's my
film.
Any
comfort.
80s film. I love to be in a club with like those sweating knee things on. You know what they are?
Yeah.
Oh,
remember.
yeah, I know what you mean. High, like them high ones.
Yeah,
Leg warmers.
What, leg warmers. Frizzy hair and everything.
Yeah, that's you're just describing the club scene in Terminator, and they all get shot up.
My one is very easy for me, and that's Dazed and Confused.
Oh yes,
Yeah, you seen
all right,
it,
all
I've not
right,
seen
all
it,
right.
mate?
Top.
It's
draw.
amazing. You must
David
have, you must have seen a
Linklater.
scene. Richard Linklater.
Richard Linklater.
You've seen the Matthew McConaughey where he's in the car and he goes, all right, all right, all right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's from
That's
that
the film.
film.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Isn't it
film.
great?
That's so good. That
Nothing happens in it.
Tarantino really rates that high. Well, he rates.
That's his favourite film, isn't it?
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the soundtrack's the best.
Oh, it is.
70s classic rock.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like sweet. It starts off with Aerosmith, Sweet Emotion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get that.
That
That's
honestly-
gonna have to be on my list. that
I'd
one.
recommend that 100%. If you've not seen that, I recommend it.
Yeah, but I think if we tell you about it, we can't even like give you that's okay. So it's one of the weirdest films ever because there isn't a story.
No, there's no. The premise is like it's like the last day of school, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the 70s,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like it's following like a group of different school years, and they're all like the paths are mingling together, aren't they?
Yeah.
Different
Yeah.
parties and
Yeah.
different like just on the last day of school.
Right, last day of school, they all wake up and they're just going out having a fun time
Oh.
and just shits and giggles, mate.
How good's the ending?
Oh,
Where he puts I won't ruin it.
puts
But
headphones
he
on.
lies down and puts headphones
And
on.
then
It's
it's just-
after that, like watching it all. Oh, it's
after
fucking class.
mate, yeah, that's one film because nothing bad happens in it. It's just these kids going out
Yeah,
having a great
Loads
time.
of people
mate.
in it, aren't they? Ben Affleck's in it.
Oh yeah, Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's the
Matthew
girl
McConaughey,
out
obviously.
of Resident Evil?
Oh fuck me.
She's in it.
Yeah, she's in it.
Oh, the what's her name? Is it me?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got,
Is it Mia? Mia.
can't remember.
She's got like a Russian name
Yeah.
or something.
There's loads of people in it. Loads of people who like weren't big. You know Matthew McConaughey as well. I heard this story where he was like that was his first film he was in.
Yeah.
He wasn't into acting at all, and he was locked. He was in a lock-in in a pub
Yeah.
in a bar in
A lock-in.
Texas. And that director, Richard Linklater, and a few of the people who were working on the film, getting ready for producing and all that, was looking for actors.
Yeah.
And they were in the lock-in in the pub. And they said they couldn't... Something happened. I think I heard something where they couldn't get out the pub. So they had to stay there, like, for ages drinking
Yeah.
throughout the night. And they got talking, and Richard Linklater said, like, you're perfect for this role I'm looking for.
No way.
Will you do it for me?
And he's like, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it.
He's,
that's where he
so
got
good, Matthew
started.
McConaughey as well,
Oh, he's
isn't he?
great, isn't he?
Everyone just says he's such a nice guy as well. Anyone who
Yeah.
speaks to him.
He's sick.
He's
bruv.
funny in Tropic Thunder,
Oh,
where he's got that
it's
kid.
TiVo.
Yeah, the TiVo.
Oh,
man.
Tropic Thunder, what a film that is. I try to get people to watch that and they all say, oh, I couldn't make it through the first like 20 minutes.
I put that up as like one of the funniest films I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a big fucking favourite that when we were in
Wait.
school and that.
Jack Black's my ass. I mean, like that. Like Ben Stiller's so good. Dodgeball,
Yeah.
Meet the Fockers,
Yeah, he's so good.
Starsky and Hutch, like
Everything. Night of the
The
Museum.
Watch, Night of the Music. All of them are like, if someone asks me like what's like the funniest or the best comedy films,
Yeah,
straight the top like 10 or whatever would be all Ben Stiller films.
yeah. He is. Do you know what? He's like, he doesn't get enough, does he, for like being a comedy actor? He's so good.
Yeah,
Ben Stiller.
he plays that. He plays every role. So, like Starsky and Hutch, the way he plays, that's so funny. That role.
So good.
It's so
Starsky and
good.
Hutch. Oh, I love that film so much. That like group of actors, they're like the
Owen Wilson.
yeah.
Oh, mate, he's so good, isn't he?
I know I've been shitting all over Vince Vaughn the whole episode.
Yeah,
He's involved in it as well.
Yeah.
Like Wedding Crashers.
well, he's just basically sarcastic
Yeah.
in everything he does. He's just sarcastic, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not big into comedies, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, Earl loves them all the time, and he goes, Anchorman is the best film ever made. Step Brothers is the best film ever made.
Oh, Step Brothers is good.
Step
Brothers-
Brothers.
Good, but I just can't get into comedies, man. I need that grit.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm over Will Ferrell a bit, really, me, but like his new stuff, sort of shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like the Step Brothers and obviously stuff like that.
That was when he peaked.
Yeah.
Peak levels.
Mm.
But John C. Reilly's so good in Step Brothers as well.
He's an amazing actor. I
Yeah.
think. Like he's. Have you ever seen the Sister Brothers with him and Joaquin Phoenix? Yeah, both of them two.
Really?
That is great film. That they're
Yeah.
like two cowboys on the run, but it's like serious film.
Wow.
But John C. Reilly played so good in it. Oh, you know, it just came to my head as well. Who's in that film? Who's amazing in some of his roles is Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, he's
mate.
so good.
He's so good.
How think of some of them roles like
Yeah.
Prisoners.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, Prisoners.
Jay Gyllenhaal's so good, isn't he?
How good is he?
He's
Yeah.
another one who elevates a film as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's great. Donnie Darko.
Donnie
Donnie
Darko.
Darko, yeah.
Have you seen Zodiac?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Zodiac.
I have seen Zodiac, yeah.
Fucking hell, so good, that film.
It's so good.
So good. I guess, can I ask then, one of mine?
Go on.
Yeah.
What are your 10 out of 10s?
10
Like,
out of
what are
10
your
films.
basically your best films?
Ooh.
So I keep a list on my. Well, I use an
Yeah.
app.
Mhm.
You two should download it. It's called Must.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I think have you told me about
I think I
this?
told you about
Yeah,
it
yeah.
before. It's the way I anyone that's listening, just download it, add me
Yeah.
on it. You can see all my time listened and
Mhm.
stuff on there. But I've got all my 10s on there. Have you got, what are your 10 out of 10s?
10 out of 10s.
I could name a few right off the top of my
Yeah.
head now.
Go on, you go, because I'm going to need something.
Do you want me to just roll a few?
Yeah.
I've got Blade Runner,
What?
Alien, Apocalypse Now,
You love all those films. They're the ones you've been talking about for years.
Blade Runner.
The Thing.
The Thing.
The Thing? No
That's
way.
just 10 out. Like everything, even the
It's good,
music.
The Thing, isn't
Oh,
it?
The Thing is
Did
great.
they do?
More than one thing. Or have I seen?
They did there's like a remake / sequel. No, well, it's kind of like
Because I don't know which one I've seen.
they did
I've
do a
definitely
sequel in
seen
like
The
2000,
Thing.
late 2000s.
Well, wasn't The Thing not you're talking about the 80s one, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, with Kurt Russell.
But yeah,
Yeah.
there was original Thing, wasn't there?
I think
before
so. Yeah,
that?
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. There was actually. I forgot about that. Yeah.
mental. But Kurt Russell's another one, man.
Great actor.
Oh my
Unreal.
god.
Escape from New York.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I watched it recently.
Snake
It's so
Plissken.
good with Isaac Hayes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's mad.
How well does he play that character?
Oh, so good. What's his name? Snake.
Snake Plissken.
Oh, Snake Plissken.
How cool is he?
That's
He's wearing
so
like
cool.
camo pants and like a vest top for the whole
Yeah.
film.
Oh mate, that film is spectacular.
It's amazing that.
Yeah.
Actually, Big Trouble in Little China. I think
Oh, yeah,
he's
yeah.
Amazing in
haven't
that.
seen.
That is the weirdest film.
Yeah.
That's a film you cannot even describe the storyline to that.
We're not in Big Trouble in
like
Little China,
it's
bro.
like underground San Francisco in like this like Chinatown. There's like a emperor from China who's like immortal who's looking for like a girl with green eyes. Then like I don't even know how Kurt Russell fits into it.
Fuck knows, man. That film is the weird. I remember just sitting there one night. Oh, I like Kurt Russell. I've seen Escape from New York and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll put it on. What the fuck is going on? Watch it. Actually, we should do a watch along, bro.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
imagine that.
Yeah, I
Imagine
should.
that. Just what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
you should
yeah.
100% do a watch along.
What was on your list again? So you had the thing,
So Thing, Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. Why is Blade Runner in your list? Because
Oh,
I
just-
think that's like a good 7, 8.
Oh, I think like
I like it.
the
but-
aesthetic of like that synthwave, the music. I think his acting,
Yeah.
even the storyline
Wesley
of like
Snipes. Yeah.
no Harrison Ford.
Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're thinking
Blade.
Blade.
Fuck, no way.
Vampire Killer.
Shit! No way! I'm sat here.
that's
fair enough.
Oh man.
Oh, let me see.
Oh, I take it back. Blade Runner's a good film.
Yeah, Blade Runner. I think Apocalypse Now is probably. I'd say that up there as well. Marlon Brando
Oh,
just
yeah.
going into the depths of hell.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Probably The Shining.
Oh, The Shining's
All
up
these
there.
films I'm rolling off are like late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, I can't think.
Because they are the best.
Oh,
Some of the best.
Taxi Driver as well.
Yeah.
That's that era. All them are off the top of my head. I'll just drop for your answer for your question. They're my answers.
Like, mate, they could go on any list. It's the
Yeah.
best films ever made.
Yeah.
They could go on all of them. Yeah. Except what I thought was Blade.
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley
It's a
Snipes.
good film, that, anyway.
Yeah, how was the disco scene and that where all the blood
Oh, the
starts
blood.
spraying
I
down?
know. They got techno pumping.
Yeah, that's just like that's still better than Bar 44.
I can't think. I really can't think of any.
Well, what about
Because I love like so many stupid films, but I don't know whether I could call them like 10 out of 10s.
I know what you mean.
what about Tarantino? Like I feel like I could say Inglourious Bastards and Django on a
Yeah.
good day.
Django's a 10 out
I
of 10.
love
I could say
Django,
them
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Reservoir Dogs is a 10 out of 10, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi's funny in that.
He's
Yeah.
great.
Steve Snake's good, isn't he?
So good.
I've been Big Daddy as well.
Big Okay, what about
What I like
think of the classics? What you're saying?
Castaway.
Oh,
That's a good one.
I
Tom
like
Hanks.
Castaway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I like a lot of Tom Hanks films.
mm,
But there's loads like stupid ones. Like, have you seen End of Watch?
Yeah.
With Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena.
Yeah.
I like that one.
You're
But that's
saying
just like
that's a
that's
10
a
out of 10?
heartbreaking ending. No, I just like it.
all right.
He's the one that did Suicide Squad,
Yeah.
the director.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did End of Watch. It was good.
End of
That's how he got that.
Yeah. So the
that
two policemen in LA.
I don't know the name. Yeah, I think I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's good. Jake Gyllenhaal's got like a great shaven head.
Yeah.
Yeah, full shaved head.
Buzz cut.
Yeah.
Did you watch Nightcrawler?
Yeah.
That was good.
Really good.
Fucking
He's
amazing film.
Yeah.
Atrociously good in that.
Yeah.
I love loads of like the military film, like marine films. You know, like Jarhead and American
General.
Sniper.
No way.
Yeah.
They all get me.
That's
as
another
well.
Bradley Cooper one, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about the old ones like Platoon, Full Metal Jacket?
Hmm.
Nothing fancy.
No, I haven't
yeah.
seen Full Metal. I've not seen Full Metal Jacket. I've seen Platoon.
Yeah.
That's Vietnam in it. Platoon.
Yeah, yeah. Or Rambo. I
No,
wouldn't say
you
that's
don't-
10 out of 10, but that's.
But I'm talking like Iraq. I like Middle East.
Iraq.
You want the Middle Eastern one?
yeah.
You want the Blair
That's what
Bush
I like.
administration?
What's the finger on the Mark Wahlberg?
Shooter.
No, where it's the true story.
Oh,
fuck.
God. I can't. I know the one
And they've
you're
all
on about.
complained about it, haven't they? Because it's not really.
Oh, I know the.
Fuck, what's that called?
What about Black Hawk Down?
Yeah. Is that Owen Wilson?
No, that's Behind Enemy Lines, that one.
Oh,
That's a funny one.
that's a good one.
Black Hawk Down's good, though. Ridley Scott.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, there's loads of. I like a lot of films. But I
Three
can't.
Kings. Is that the one you're on about with
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg and
No.
George Clooney
No,
with them in the Iraq War?
no, I'm sort of like it's Mark Wahlberg. Who else is in it? Eric Bana. It's called. It's where they're in. Oh, fuck. And he gets separated from everyone.
Hmm.
They're coming in to get them out off the mountain, off the cliff edge, and the helicopter gets shot down, and then they all get separated. It's called
Yeah, I know you're on it. And they held up.
something Warrior.
They held up, aren't they, for a time?
Yeah. And then he gets caught in some like village. Oh, I'm gonna have to Google it.
Yeah,
'cause
you
it
Google
drives
it.
off insane.
We'll discuss.
It's funny hearing people's 10 out of 10s.
Go on then.
Because
What
they're
are you
all
saying?
different. Well, for me, I've got them all here, and there's 28 of them.
Wow.
But I'm not going to read them all.
Lone
out.
Survivor.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
Lone
the
Survivor.
one.
I've seen
That's
Lone
the
Survivor,
one.
actually.
Yeah.
That's an enjoyable. That's like an easy watch for me. That's quite a comfort film. That, but it's not 10 out of 10.
So, do you have a definitive one in your mind?
At 10 out of 10.
Is like a 10 out of 10 for you?
I don't know.
Well, okay, let me rephrase it then
Go
for
on.
you.
Yeah.
What's a film that you'll go home and you could just stick on, and if someone said you're going to have to watch this for the rest of your life sat here right now, what is it?
When Harry Met Sally.
Okay, maybe that's a 10 out of 10.
There's your 10 out of 10.
100%. No, I don't know, because I look like what I like doing that. I like watching films over and over again, and you notice different things.
Oh, see, I'm the opposite. Like Blade Runner, Alien, Apocalypse Now, I only want to watch them once.
Yeah, and
I
just
get what
taking that
you're
initial
saying.
feeling. Oh, I
Yeah,
like
because
going
if I
and
watch
saying-
that again, it's not going to be as powerful.
And
I
I'm
only
a-
want to see it
Yeah.
in
I'm
its
a-
full full force.
Yeah, I'm a dickhead for like finding the mistakes in films as well. You know.
You
Bad.
actually-
Yeah, like pointing out. I'll point out anything. It's horrible. I don't know. I think maybe I could watch like maybe Jurassic Park 1, maybe the first one,
Yeah.
but I do like the third one as well.
Sam Neill comes back.
The Spinosaurus. And the boat. Do 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 do.
Oh, what a scene! Wow, that's goosebump scene.
Yeah, I do like Jurassic Park. That's the rain. They do that film does rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably just as good as any
Yeah,
film.
it sets the scene, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's so wet, like
Yeah.
proper rain. Like
Yeah, when that fat guy's falling over trying to get out, trying to do all that.
Newman off Seinfeld.
Yeah.
It is funny hearing people's different, like how they like interpret the 10 out of 10s and what it is. Like you would not watch it again. That's your 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
You Iraq.
Yeah. Anything in the
Anything
Middle East? No.
Yeah.
Go on then. What are you saying, Charles?
Oh, for me, it's like a couple of films really come to mind. One's Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad put it on when I was a kid. And
That
it
is
was
a true story, isn't it, as well?
It is a true story,
Yeah.
and it's fantastic. And I think it's just a great film.
We haven't spoke about DiCaprio really, have we?
DiCaprio is one of my favourite actors.
He doesn't need to be talked about.
Yeah,
You
he's
just-
good enough, isn't
yeah,
he? No,
you
he's
just
good
know.
as well.
You know.
Yeah, you
the
just
crack
know
with
that
him.
he's great, isn't he,
Yeah.
in everything that he does.
Never in a bad film.
And that's with Tom Hanks as well.
Yeah.
So that's one of my favourites.
Yeah.
One that I always come back to is one that I always say is my definitive favourite, and everyone thinks I'm weird for it, is Clockwork Orange.
Oh, no, I definitely think that's up there for me as well.
Do you think so?
I think we
100%.
we spoke about it. I haven't seen it yet. It's on my watch list. Like,
Oh,
but
you'll like
Really? Oh, can we do a watch along with Clockwork
We
Orange
cl-
review?
yeah.
that's what we'll do.
Yeah, we'll
yeah.
force him to like, sit
force
with
you
his,
to
with his eyes open.
Well, Clockwork Orange, man. When I first saw that film, I think that was the one that actually got me into
Ultraviolence.
ultraviolence. Like, yeah, that got me into films because I think there's a difference. I think you can just like go and watching films, and it's like I like films.
Yeah,
You get what I'm
You
saying?
know what's going on.
I
Yeah,
can,
like-
yeah, I can see that with you because of like that knowledge. Your knowledge of directors is a joke. Like no one I've ever spoken to ever. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Like straight
Yeah.
away, you know, it's like it's not who's in it; it's who's the director.
Who's director.
What else is directed?
Yeah.
No, this is just because I'm a fat nerd. I love movies, man.
No,
But,
it's deeper than that. Like I like a movie. I'm a movie person. Like more than a series person. I like to watch movies.
Yeah.
I think you're deeper than me. Then, Steve, with like your
Yeah.
knowledge of those, like the founding films.
Yeah.
You found yourself with films, didn't you?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so, definitely.
And
yeah.
then I think Charles comes in with this deeper knowledge of
just
like
directors.
direct- no, of,
Who
like,
made it?
Just random fucking knowledge that
Yeah.
I picked up over.
yeah,
It's just
a true love for films, isn't it?
Mhm.
I think I just mate. It's how they just different scenes stick in your mind and different characters. They
What-
really change your whole perception, man.
What's the most powerful scenes then from Clockwork Orange stuck in your mind? Because there's a few from that, isn't there? You can take
Yeah, there is a few
without ruining it for Carl
Mm.
that we're about ruining it. The first scene,
with the milk.
the opening,
You know
where
when
the Kubrick stare
yeah. I was
is one
just
of the
about to say that.
things that I mean. There was a tweet the other day where Elmo was doing it, like, and then
If we're
someone
not playing,
quoted
if we're not playing footy, I'm going to watch it tonight.
Oh, you
really?
love it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like the Kubrick stare is the one for me because it's so menacing, and you do it in The Shining as well.
Mhm.
You do it in you literally did it in Space Odyssey with Hal.
Yeah.
How can you fucking do a stare
With a
with
robot.
a
spaceship.
robot like a red fucking robot eye? Kubrick's amazing. Kubrick's my favorite director because he's able to manipulate stuff like that on screen.
Mhm.
And he's superb with it. He's absolutely fantastic. So that first scene for me is so
Yeah.
scary. It makes you, when you watch Clockwork Orange for the first time, it really sits you down and it's like, I'm in for something mad here.
Yeah, it's going
You know?
down.
That's it. Yeah.
With the
And-
music as
yeah.
well.
Oh, the fucking with Beethoven as well.
Beethoven is in it a lot,
Ninth
isn't he? Because
Symphony.
he loves Beethoven.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
like. That's a film, isn't like one that straps you in. You can't get away from it. Like we were talking about Alien. That's Alien for me.
Yeah,
Straps
sat
you
down.
in. You're not. There's no like putting it on in the background.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Lights off,
can't.
no talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the films that really just that bring you in and you can't stop. And if anyone comes into your room and is like, "Oh, do you want to come out and do this?" Like, fuck off.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Just
It's
get away.
it's a pauser.
It's a, yeah.
They're me dad kind of films. Them. If anyone comes in the room, pause. Yeah. Not missing any of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So Clockwork Orange was always. I mean, I read the book twice.
It's great. It's weirdly written, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in Nadstat, which is this kind of Russian-esque.
Yeah.
What is it? Fucking child.
What I found funny
speak.
about that is like
what's this?
So
So it's written in Russian, but like a children's.
So it's called Nadstat,
Yeah.
and that
children's
is
Russian.
it's like slang. It was old Cockney rhyming slang, wasn't it?
yeah,
But
yeah.
also it was used by Russian children as well, I think.
Something like that. The weirdest thing I found about reading that book is like you read it and at first you have no idea, you can't understand it. It's like this, like everything's rhyming and like
Yeah.
Cockney, you know, like all that. And, like, then by the end of the book, you're like fluent in it.
Yeah,
You like reading it and
You
you
know it.
understand it's so bizarre.
difficult to get into at the beginning.
Yeah.
But after you get through it, you're like, fucking hell, Bazoomi.
Bazoomi.
You're like, Bazoomi all the time.
It's like Simlish.
Yeah, and then you forget it.
Yeah.
But it's absolutely... And the book is way more descriptive, of course, but...
Yeah.
And it's... God, I mean, you read the book?
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking... You know, the scene where, he rapes the two girls, doesn't he?
Yeah, there's some heavy stuff going
It's
on
not in the
that book.
film.
No.
So
Yeah,
there's stuff in the film that is not in the
You
book.
can understand why
That's
they
it, I
left
mean,
it out as well.
Yeah.
I think I've heard things like that where they've cut it out.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like really pretty detailed.
Well, he's 14 in the book.
Yeah.
He's 14 in the book, and it's like all the ultra violence is very heavy in the book.
Yeah.
But in the actual film, he's older.
He's like 16 or 17.
yeah,
or something.
he's
Or
older
18.
in the book. He's older in the film. Sorry,
Yeah.
Who plays?
Malcolm McDowell.
Yeah.
Malcolm McDowell plays him, and he's absolutely great in the role. Yeah, I
Mm.
love him. So that's when I said that in college once because I went and did media production,
Yeah.
and everyone's doing their favorite films, and I'm like, oh, I fucking love fucking Step Brothers or something. You know what I mean? I was like, what's your favorite film, Charles? Clockwork Orange. I like stay away from him.
Oh.
He's drinking milk on a Friday night.
Yeah, he's drinking milk. Yeah, but that's another thing. That's a trope in in films, isn't it? If you that shows the villain, shows someone who's crazy if you drink milk in films.
Yeah.
I always like weirdly identified with that because like they went out, their night out was like to drink milk, and like obviously like us two go out, we don't drink, and I was thinking like just going out to drink milk.
Weird, isn't
You know, like
it?
not going out
Can you
to
imagine
drink
sitting
alcohol.
there
Yeah.
drinking milk?
Yeah, so like it's alright having like a glass of milk in the house, isn't it?
Yeah.
But imagine like if you had a pint glass, you fill the full pint glass right to the top.
Oh,
That becomes weird, doesn't it? It's
In the
only like
vault
a,
as
yeah.
well.
it's weird. Yeah,
You get a mild glass.
yeah, man. Yeah,
You got any milk?
I think so. 10 out of I think
So you got them two, yeah.
yeah, 10
Yeah.
out of 10s for me are either the films that really have an impact on me personally, that really like help develop my personality,
Yeah.
and-
I see.
and that one I always come back to. I don't. What do you think that's for you as well, or like
Yeah.
that really like
With Clockwork
seeps in
Orange?
with you? Like, no, just any
Just in
film
general.
that really like fuck me. Like I want to be like Snake Plissken or something.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't think I've really felt that in a film, really.
Mm.
I put myself into the situations, but I think mine's more like feeling a connection with the characters is a big
Yeah.
one.
I see.
Really getting into the story. Like if the story carries, it's really easy to lose interest in a bad film, isn't it? If the story can carry, if you can feel the
Yeah,
emotion
you want
of
to
the
be
character.
hooked. You want to be
Yeah.
hooked into it, don't you?
Yeah, I think films that aren't necessarily a happy ending or have really difficult decisions to make in it, just like they're the best ones.
Oh, definitely. That's why I loved that. Don't Look Up.
Yeah,
I don't want to ruin it for anybody who's seen.
Did it have a happy ending?
No,
No.
it has a terrible ending.
it does. Yeah,
Mm.
the worst ending.
And that's like, I love that.
Yeah,
I love films where it's like,
it's like
where did he die?
Just depressing.
Yeah.
what is it? I watched No Country for Old Men.
Oh, what a
With my-
great film, man.
with like me,
Javier
with my
Bardem.
sister, yeah, and
How good is he? How good is he in that?
she was so angry at the end of that film because the guy didn't die. Sorry to spoil.
Oh yeah,
spoilers,
yeah,
like-
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
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 No,
It's-
I get you. Yeah.
He is impeccable in that film.
Tommy Lee Jones is good in it as well. Though.
Mhm.
Yeah. Drinks milk in that film as well.
Doesn't
He
Yeah.
does,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
He gets a glass of milk, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's impending doom, isn't it? That like you feel it throughout the film. Like when you sat there, you're like,
Yeah.
no one's getting away from
That's,
this guy.
that's like that's sweaty armpit film. Then.
Yeah.
Sweaty armpit.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. That's a good way to put it
It
there.
is, yeah. Yeah, it really is.
What is your favourite scene in that film?
Well, I don't know.
Coin flip, come on.
Coin
gotta
flip's
be.
good,
That's a good one.
but the scenes like when what's the guy called Llewellyn when he's walking across the border and he's covered in blood and all that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Fucking hell. Really hits hard.
And
Or like when
what about when he's strangling the guy?
no, what the one where he's stitching himself up in the bath.
Yeah.
That's a good one as well.
What do you know when he kills the person? Like he just like quickly and he puts the thing in the forehead.
Oh yeah.
What is
Yeah.
that?
It's pressurized air, isn't it?
Yeah, mad.
I think shoots like a bolt out.
Or does it?
I think it's what they used to kill sheep.
Oh, okay. That was really impactful.
He does the door. The
door.
yeah, he does the locks in the doors as well with it, doesn't
Oh,
he?
mad.
It might be pressure. I don't know. I've always thought it was the like they use it on animals to kill them, to put it in the head.
I don't know why. I always
okay.
thought it was pressure like air. No, because there was never a bullet or anything, was there? Never
I
found.
mean,
anything.
like it doesn't come back. It just like sticks out and then goes back in.
Oh,
I think if that's
okay.
what I'm thinking.
yeah,
But it could be. I don't know. It could be pressurized to
We'll give it a try live on the podcast.
yeah.
kill ourselves.
No, that's a really good film, though.
Definitely.
Good mention. There are so many good films that we're not going to mention here. There
Well,
is.
what you said too there.
Oh, fucking hell. Out of my 28 that
What's
I've
your
got
third?
here, my third, Whiplash.
Ooh.
Yeah?
Now that is.
You seen Whiplash?
Yeah, have you?
Yeah, Whiplash
Who's
is a
the
good
what's
one.
the bald guy in it? What's his name?
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons.
How
yeah.
good is his acting in that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Miles Teller.
Miles
did
Teller,
it
yeah.
as well in it as
Very
well.
intense.
Yeah, that was one for me because it
That-
came out in a time
It puts
where
you
I
on
needed
edge,
it.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
That whole film.
Mate, but fucking, I don't know how he did it in that film. He just fucking managed to make you like just on edge all the time. It's
Yeah.
superb.
Mm.
I think it's because so many people can kind of like relate to that, like someone putting that much pressure on you and the expectations and
Like it's just piled on you.
yeah,
Yeah,
And you're just going with it.
everyone's got that, haven't they, in them?
Yeah, to an extent. There's always something like that going on.
yeah,
Because that's what it is, isn't it? He's like, he sees something in them where he's. Am I going along the right lines?
Well, J.K. Simmons, is that his name? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's basically like doing it for his good, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's
that's what I
helping
mean.
him.
Yeah, he sees it in him, doesn't he? And
Yeah.
he's putting the expectations.
Yeah. Like we're at the end where the kid fucks him off
Yeah,
and like embarrasses him in front of everybody.
yeah,
Really, J.K. Simmons wanted him to do that, didn't
Yeah.
he? He
Yeah.
wanted him to get to that level.
Yeah, I really like the representation of commitment to being great in it. Like,
Mm.
what does it take to be great in
Yeah,
life?
the levels.
Yeah,
Don't push to.
there was a scene in the film where he's sitting around the dinner table, and I think maybe we've all had this moment in life where he sat around a dinner table with his family, and they're a bit, what's the word? They're a bit closed-minded.
Yeah, they're putting him down, aren't
They're
they?
putting him down. Someone's come along, part of the family, plays football in college,
Yeah.
and they're looking at Miles, and he's like, "Fucking drumming, why drumming?" Like,
yeah.
and he's like, I don't know what he says. I'd rather die at 25 as an alcoholic in the drug, like infused with drugs, and people listen to me for the rest of my life or whatever, than die at 60 and no one ever remember my name or something.
Oh,
And that was very powerful for me when I watched it when I was like 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
You were like, that's true there.
I was like, fucking
You're
powerful.
basically immortalising yourself, aren't you?
Yeah.
In that scenario.
I don't agree with it as much. As I've got older, I've not agreed as much. Like 16-year-old me now is like trying to kick me because it's
Yeah.
like fucking that's so cool. But like, yeah, not much. I don't think it works. I think if I watched it now for the first time, I wouldn't agree with like some of the ways J.K. Simmons went about it and whatnot, and how the story represents becoming great and whatnot. Because I just
Yeah.
think it's a bit too much.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
part of it, isn't it? Like, is it how intense it is? Like, what is this right or wrong?
Yeah.
But I love it. I think I've always wanted someone in my life like a J.K. Simmons that's just like see something in me.
Will push you
And
to.
it's like fucking
Push
let's
you,
make
like-
this person
Yeah.
reach their potential.
Yeah.
Everybody wants that kind of person in their life, don't
Mm.
Push you to like a path or a level that you won't go down on your own.
No,
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
it's a special film, that one.
That's
So
a
recent.
good shout. That.
Yeah. So those would be my top three.
Yeah.
Those would be
Nice.
my top three.
So you've got quite modern ones there, apart from
Clockwork
Clockwork
Orange.
Orange.
Yeah. I mean, there's others in my list that Space Odyssey always sticks in my mind.
Mm.
yeah.
When
So
I
you've got Stanley Kubrick. Is up
Stanley
there for you.
Kubrick is the man.
Mm.
Superb.
See what
Yeah.
about I've got like Ridley Scott. done Blade Runner and Alien.
Yeah, Ridley's one of the best.
Probably, yeah.
I'm not as deep as directors, me. I don't think I'm actors, me.
You want
I'm
actors?
a Tom Hankser,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm
What about-
going through like Apollo 13 and stuff.
What do you think of The Terminal?
Do you know what? I watched it a long time ago, and I tried to watch it again recently, and I didn't make it all the way through.
Really?
But no, I can appreciate the acting
Yeah.
and the role. That's like what you say, isn't it? It's like he's elevated that again, hasn't he? I don't think it's a bad film at all.
Hmm.
I don't, but I think there's a lot I'd
Well-
watch.
What about Toy Story then?
Yeah.
Top drawer.
Yeah, top drawer.
Big Al.
Big
Tom
old toy
Story.
barn.
Rafa Benitez.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think Tom Hanks is my go-to for like if I want to watch a good film, I'll watch one of his. But I like Tom Cruise as well, like the early Mission Impossibles.
Yeah, before
I
it, we
like-
know.
Even the
like,
newest
Sellout.
ones are good.
Yeah,
With Simon Pegg.
Yeah, they're really good.
Simon Pegg.
Oh, God.
They're what James Bond should be.
Mission
I see what you
Impossible.
mean. I see what you mean.
Not as
yeah.
techy, but yeah.
Yeah, modernised themselves a little bit. It's not very British though.
Yes.
See, I think the James Bonds is like Pierce Brosnan. He was just like skinny fat, wasn't he? He's built like Nate Diaz.
Yeah, yeah.
And he didn't have like an edge to
Didn't
him.
work, did it?
And like Roger Moore,
Mm.
just like an old guy.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? You just fucking punch him once, and he's like on the floor. But Daniel Craig, he played that role great.
Yeah, he's probably the best, isn't he?
Yeah,
He went to Juilliard, Daniel Craig.
yeah.
Fucking hell, man. There's some people there's some people that you don't look at and you go, fuck me, like, how did you even get the roles? And then fucking,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, you had this backing around you, and it's like,
Yeah.
fucking, I didn't even know about Daniel Craig until a few
Yeah.
ti- few
He's never
weeks
seen him
ago.
in anything else, do you? He kind of just blew up.
Yeah,
What was
what-
he in Hard Candy or something? Was that the
He's in Layer Cake.
Layer Cake? Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
Hard Candy. I don't know what that is.
What can do?
I think he went Guildhall, sorry. He didn't go Juilliard.
Yeah, he was prestigious then. That's
Yeah.
that's all I know him
He's
from.
from Chester,
really.
isn't
Yeah, yeah.
he? Yeah.
He could have a bit of Scouse in him.
He's a Liverpool fan.
Is he?
Is he? I
Mm.
hate him now.
Yeah. Ben. Fucking Ben.
So, any other questions? I've got a few.
What minute are we on?
We're an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
okay.
A nice one.
We pushed it, haven't we?
We have.
We have, yeah.
I'm surprised.
Smashed it.
Do you want me to ask one more?
Go on, give us
Sure,
one
go
more.
on.
A
Okay.
nice,
Oh, unless no use have got.
No, podcast.
no, a
ended,
nice
though.
finisher. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, what's the most absurd films you've seen?
Cat in a Hat.
Cat in the Hat.
Fuck
That's a
that
good
off.
one.
I
Yeah.
hate it so much.
Absurd.
Just like absolute. What the fuck is this? Like,
What am I watching?
Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
one. Human Centipede.
Yeah.
Started off with that. Finish.
Fucking mental.
There's
There's some weird films when you think about it, isn't there?
Oh, mate, so many.
you got to think like, well, what's the house that Jack built?
Oh my! You know what? I put that in. That's going up near the top.
Yeah.
Really?
That
That's
is
pretty
one
absurd.
of the craziest films ever. You know what? Actually, I'd put that 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'd say that's 10 out of 10. Clive Owen as well.
Yeah.
That's I can't even. I don't even want to like say anything about that film.
No.
Just watch it if you haven't seen it.
I've not watched it.
Oh,
It's so
Give it a
absurd.
Need to give it a go.
I watched that on Steve's recommendation. That's absurd.
Yeah. Have you seen Old Boy,
No.
the original South Korean one?
No, I haven't.
No, I've heard of it
That
though.
is fucked up.
Yeah.
There's the whole last quarter of that film's like you can tell like the American remake. They completely redid the whole ending because the ending of the South Korean one would not be allowed. Like they just would
hell.
not have had it at all.
Oh, mad.
That's good. Oh, I think all South Korean ones are like very intense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's a
weird.
big thing at the minute, isn't it? South Korean films are coming.
Parasite,
Yeah.
but the early ones like Memories of Murder, Sympathy for Lady Vengeance,
Mm.
Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance.
You know your stuff?
Oh, I know me South Korean cinema. Them, they're what? They're unbelievable.
Yeah.
They're all about revenge. Like Parasite's about revenge, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Mm.
Oh boy, all of them.
Cool.
Yeah, some absurd films.
I'd say an absurd one.
Go on.
The Expendables.
Yeah, think of the cast in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's absurd.
When did that come out? That mid 2000s.
Yeah, probably 2010, something like that.
That's a ridiculous cast, isn't it? That's everybody from all them type of films.
Everyone you can. Arnie, Stallone, Jason Statham,
Jet Li,
So
Jet
good.
Li.
Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren.
Even Chuck Norris makes a cameo, doesn't he? In
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah. Expendables, Jesus Christ.
What's the one with Nicolas Cage and he's on a plane?
Con Air.
Oh, Con Air.
Oh,
That's
yes.
mad.
He's got the weirdest haircut in that.
Yeah.
That's absurd just for his haircut.
Yeah. That's such a ridiculous, like... Who else is in that? John Malkovich?
Yeah.
That's a
Con
good
Air.
film, that.
Yeah.
So many. There's so many films.
Being John Malkovich.
No, that's... Think, like, what is the concept of that? He goes into, like, a cupboard, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he ends up in his head.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. Too much.
Like,
That's
just
enough
no-
to fuck you up,
Yeah,
that.
just stop there and think
It's
about
a,
that.
It's a whole separate podcast, this one.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Absurd films. What a way to end, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Well,
stuff.
there we go. We've covered a lot of films there.
We've had a good. That's a nice break from the, because we could all give a little bit in. I feel like we all enjoy films, and we've all got a little bit of a different background around
Yeah.
films and different opinions of it. But it has been a nice break from the topics.
The dark experiments and
Yeah.
paedophilia behaviour.
Do we know what we're going for next week?
We'll have a think.
Something crazy.
Me-
Egyptians,
Could do.
China.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could just go back in heavy again.
Yeah. Straight.
Yeah,
into
straight
something
back
Head
in
first.
heavy.
Stumble head first.
Yeah. Straight to the Holocaust. Yeah. No. Should we call it a pod then?
Yeah.
Yeah. A little longer one for you guys this week.
Mhm.
And we'll be back in exactly a week's time to bless your ears again.
This was brought to you by Merdley Productions.